Hey guys, welcome back. This time I got another update video for you today. This time it's for my Odd Eyes Pendulum deck for the November 2018 format. I love this deck. It's really fun. Low budgeted too for 60 cards. So yeah, Odd Eyes is a really fun Pendulum deck. It's kind of a glass cannon deck though, so like it does have weaknesses, but it's really good at filling up its boards if you play this deck correctly. Electromite may be at one, but this deck can still go on strong and do a lot of crazy plays. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm not going to go through every detail this time around just because, I'm trying to take as less time on these videos as I can because I'm trying to increase the quality, and quality takes a lot of space and all that good stuff. So starting off, you're going to be playing 3 Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragons. Primarily want them to keep them on the Pendulum Zone just so you can, whenever Odd Eyes card gets destroyed, you get to special summon another Odd Eyes from your hand, deck, or grave. Got the original Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Does double damage. Odd Eyes Persona for a negate, and it's a scale 1 as well, so really great card. Phantom Dragon to do some burn damage to your opponent, so amazing. I only like to do 2/2. I don't like to do 3 Persona anymore just because it's cloggy at 3. Plus, I'd rather search it out anyway. 1 Dissolver to do my fusion summonings. I actually do fusions in various ways. Odd Eyes Synchron to do my synchro plays, and all amazing cards, and they're all summonable through Arc Pendulum Dragon, so yeah. And the only non-pendulum monster, Odd Eyes Lancer Dragon. Opponent can't activate any spells of trust when this card attacks, so not much else to say about that. And plus he's got built-in protection as well, so that's what makes him so good. Alright, so moving on, we got 3 Chronograph. Helps you get to Time Gazer faster to either put it in your scale or special summon it to get into a free Link Summon play. Speaking of which, 1 Time Gazer Magician. Then we got the Supreme King package of 3 Darkworm, 2 Zeros, and 1 Gate Infinity. Since our primary boss monster is Zark, you definitely need both scales, that way it's easy to pendulum summon him back, and plus, if Zark is available, they have added effects where you take no damage and you gain life points, and also they can pop each other. 0 and 13 are set on your scales to add any fusion card from your deck to your hand, so that's what makes Odd Eyes Fusion so busted in this deck. For added consistency, we're adding 3 Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser. It's a once per duel effect where you can special summon it from your Pendulum Zone as long as you control no monsters, but it's a good effect nonetheless, and plus it's level 4, so you can also get into some rank 4 plays. To search out our pendulum cards faster, we got Magical Abductor. Just activate 3 spells, remove those 3 spells, and once per turn you can search out a pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the side engine. Now we're going into the Pen Magician engine. The engine's fairly small, but it's good just to turbo out to build up rewards, extend our link plays even further, and that way we basically just bust out the boss monsters faster. So starting off, playing 3 Harmonizing Magician. And from here on out, everything else is just a one-of. But we got 1 Black Fang Magician, 1 Purple Poison, 1 Noble Dragon, which is also a tuner, so it helps us get into some synchro plays. 1 Zanki Magician, which negates light monsters, so great card. And it's a level 7 as well. 1 Oath Dragon Magician, just to recycle our resources. And I decided to take off Supreme King Dragon, not Darkworm, but Odd Eyes, and replace it with Dragon Pulse Magician. Found that this card was actually pretty handy. It pops cards as long as you discard a Pendulum monster from your hand, but you have to have a Magician monster in your other Pendulum Zone. So Time Gazer Magician does synergize very well with this card. And that should be it for the monsters. Now let's move on to the spells. And I'm not running a single trap, by the way. I decided to take off my Pendulum Switch cards for fairly obvious reasons. So starting off, playing 3 Sky Iris, 2 Terraforming. You definitely want Sky Iris to protect your Pendulum Zones, and Terraforming just to search it out. 3 Spiral Flame Strike, just to search out our Odd Eyes, or to pop a free card as long as you control an Odd Eyes from your field or in your Pendulum Zone, so it doesn't really matter as long as it's Odd Eyes out there. 3 Odd Eyes Fusions, because again, you definitely want to make good use of this card quite a lot because you need to be able to get into your Starving Venom, your Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, your Odd Eyes Venom Dragon, or your Zark. And these cards really help out a lot. To go through the deck a little faster, considering that this is 60 cards, and the reason I play 60 cards is that it avoids hand traps a little bit better, because you got plenty of baits. But the one card that helps us, get through the deck a lot quicker, 3 Pot of Desires, just for consistency. Another good way to work this deck out, because basically this deck grinds out. You're playing 3 Dragon Shrines, well, technically 4 if you're counting Foolish Burial. And for other good cards, we got 2 Duelist Alliance. I don't like it at 3. I thought 2 was enough. And of course, 2 Wavering Eyes. Doesn't seem too relevant right now, but honestly, I found like it's useful because it searches out, and plus it can burn your opponent for damage, which is fairly good for time. So that's the reasons why I like to run Wavering Eyes still. Alright, and that's pretty much it for the main deck. So for this extra deck, of course you're going to be running 1 Electromite. It's just good to, like to get yourself, just to get yourself started. Plus the arrows point down, so that's still something. Even though it's at 1, it's still a very powerful card to run. Again, it's just there to help you extend. That's all it's really good for. 1 Wee Witch's Apprentice, another good card to bump up your dark monsters, because the big majority of the deck is dark. 1 Zephyr Metaltron. And the best card in the entire extra deck right now is Saryuja Skuldred. Like I said, filling your deck, or filling your field with monsters is so easy in this deck, it's crazy. And if you can manage to get 4 different names, Saryuja Skuldred, not only does he help you draw 4 cards, but to send 3 at the bottom, but you get a free special summon. And if you're not yet used your Pendulum Summon, well, you can pretty much figure out where to go from here. For Xyz, we got 1 Odd Eyes Absolute, 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, just to do some burn, 1 Norito. We do have a couple of level 6s, like Chronograph and Oath Dragon, 1 Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. And now moving on to the Synchros, we got 1 Meteor Burst Dragon, Clearwing Synchro Dragon, and Supreme King Dragon Clearwing. And then finally for the fusions, you're going to be playing 1 Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, 1 Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, 1 Odd Eyes Venom Dragon, and finally Supreme King Zarg, just to nuke out your opponent's board completely. So that's why I like to run it this way. And Zarg is not hard to make in this deck at all. It'd be a lot easier if Supreme King Starving Venom was unbanned, but unfortunately he's banned for a reason, because of Nightingale. He was abusing the effect of it. So sadly, Starving Venom, or Supreme King Starving Venom, ain't gonna be coming back anytime soon. Unless they decided to ban Nightingale, but I really don't see the reason to do that. The only other thing they could do is just limit it, right? Well, anyway, hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll catch you guys again on the next one.